Hi, hello, I'm Darth Plagle. I knit a lot. I have always wanted to play this game. I've also always wanted somebody who knits a lot or crochets a lot, or does any kind of other needlework a lot to play this and react to it. And from what I can tell, nobody has, or if they can, I can't find it. I still want to watch it though, I'm sorry. And so I've decided I'm going to do that. And so we're going to do that now. And this is probably just going to be a supercut of reactions rather than a whole let's play, but I am excited. So let's go. So, shout outs to my friend Hannah who made me this little corgi. We used to be coworkers in a workplace that had a weird corgi obsession, and by weird I mean cute. So this is knit. This is knit. You can kind of tell a knit thing will have the little V's like that. Um, and then crochet is different, and I made this little guy. This is my first crochet project. The best way I can think of to describe crochet is that it kind of looks more like a rope to me. Um, and so that is the difference. I am going to play mellow mode just to make it a little bit, um, go a little bit faster. I have played Yoshi's Crafted World, which was a lot of fun. I want to live on Craft Island. That sounds like an amazing place. I love the details. The details are super cute. You can, I think a thing that's really cool here is that you can't see what are meant to be like trees or bushes in the background, but even though they're out of focus, they almost look crocheted, even though the Yoshis and uh, the Poochy there is also knit. Crafting can be stressful, so that's funny. I find that hilarious. Until I have seen this part already. Um, oh no, it's Kamek, who is also knitted, which is adorbs. I mean, I have also experienced a mighty need for yarn like this. This I love. The little balls are super accurate. They've got the little labels. That's super cute. So I had seen this part already, so I knew this part was coming. But I don't know what he's planning yet. I don't know what the big nefarious plan here is. And I know it's a video game and it's fictional, but the this should be plenty is nausea inducing or anxiety inducing because that's a risky thing to do in a real project. Check your yardage. Check your yardage, Kamek. I kind of want to knit the Kamek hat now that I've seen it. There's a doily there. There's always hope as long as there's yarn, is what the game is saying. Yes. 1-1. Yarn Yoshi takes shape. It's a little ball. Ah. Okay, yeah, that is crocheted in the background. That's cool. Oh, even the pipes are yarn. That's super cute. Ah. Okay, yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I like the like texture. There's like 3D texture of the boxes. That's neat. There are little pins. Oh, those are granny squares. That's awesome. That's awesome. So I've never made a granny square. I'm very new to crochet. Granny squares are things that would be crocheted and that you can make them into quilts or other things that require squares. Not good at describing stuff, sorry. Even the waterfall, isn't it? That's super cute. Ah, I'm gonna be saying super cute a lot, I suspect. I want to make all of this now. Okay, I cannot get in there. The buttons are adorable. Yeah, the detail on that is super cute. The pins are super cute. Little sewing details. They almost look felted. The clouds almost look felted. That's super cool. Yeah, that also looks crocheted. I like that they did both. That's really, really neat. So yeah, you can kind of see like it's a circular pattern that has like the stitch looks a particular way, and like that's how crochet really looks. So that is super cool. The detail on that is super cool. It's the same things happening in the background. I mean, I knew the attention to detail was going to be really good, but this is... They did their homework. We appear to have made it, and then we jump through this thing, and yeah, I like crochet on the trees too. That's neat. And then that's knit in the front. The little stripes, that is knit. Like those are knit stitches. Cool. Cool use of crochet to do the trees. Ah, okay, okay. I love the folding detail here. That's how you would like a folded thing would look, as we all know from having folded stuff. Yeah, okay. So that in the background there, that's what I was talking about, how you would make the little squares and then stitch them together. to make a quilt or similar. It's neat that they like showed that in action, kind of. So I love the fact that those yarn balls have little labels on them, because in real life the label will not only tell you like the brand, the type, things like the yarn weight. Yarn comes in different weights, what the actual yardage is, and then little information about how many stitches there are to an inch, depending on what needles you're using. Oh, I didn't actually have to shoot these. Okay, cool. And the washing instructions. So it is very, very important to keep your yarn labels. If someone makes you something and sends you the yarn label, it has the washing instructions, so you should keep that. Ooh, cables! Cables. The trees have cables. I love it. I do not know how to knit cables. People keep telling me it's easy. I am not convinced. Different people have different skills. Use a special, like, extra needle to make cables, which is how it gets twisted. Like, you put your stitches onto the cable needle so that they can twist around themselves. I did not explain that well. Please do not cite that as an example of how to make cables. Oh man, I want to make so much stuff now. So yeah, sometimes yarn comes in a ball like that. Sometimes it comes in like a braid-like setup that we would call a skein, which you have to unwind before you can actually use it, which can be a time-consuming process depending on whether or not you have something called a swift or a winder. I like how there's been a different, so far there's been a different knitting, like, concept or craft concept in all of the stages, in addition to like a new platforming concept. Little spools of thread. There are little spools of thread. Ah! Ah! It's a little knitted chain chomp. And I can push it. Okay, sorry chain chomp, I'm getting distracted. There's a skein! There's a skein! That's what I was just talking about before, about how they would be wound in a... I guess we might be seeing some more later. We might get a better glimpse of one later. There we go, in the background. Do I have an example? I don't know how well this is going to come off on screen, but like this is a skein. I would say as Yoshi falls into a pit. Like sometimes they come like this, and you have to you got to unwind it before you can actually make stuff with it. Oh, there's little sequins. There's little sequins on the... Oh, maybe it's this. It was this. Okay, I did not soft life myself. Okay, even these guys are knitted. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is like when playing Paper Mario for the first time and seeing the paper versions of all the like classic enemies. The pipes are super cute. Knitting that would be a complete pain. I cannot get over this. This is adorable. Okay, in a skein like the one on the right, that would create like a striped, no, a self-striping pattern that you would see often in things like socks. Right, we got mini skeins. Mini skeins are very cute. Little knitted Monty balls. Ah! The little door. The little door has like embroidery stitching on the edges. That's super cute. Oops, oops. It's little lava yarn. The yarn is lava. It will still hurt you. Oh, that was neat. Okay. Oh, the boss door has a little zipper. Ah. Okay, this is awesome. That is actually incredibly well, that is a very detailed, that would be based on a real pattern. I enjoy that a lot. And the needles, that's awesome. Oh no, that's less awesome. Don't damage the yarn. Okay, the yarn, it's self-healing yarn. That's good. I wish that was a real thing. I wish my mistakes would just fix themselves. Those are straight knitting needles there. I don't want to actually like take a death here. That would be very embarrassing. I'm too distracted by like the intricate cable pattern is what we're gonna go with. Oh, it's a windmill. I mean, I wish I had that in real life. Those trees are very cute. Ooh, I like what looks like little, I like the possibly duplicate stitching on that tree there where there's like one bit of color. which is a thing you would do after the fact. I learned duplicate stitching fairly recently. And I think all of my examples of it have already been sent to various charity marathons. But duplicate stitching is where you embroider something onto a finished piece of knitting after the fact. Like, you're not knitting the color in as you go. It's a cool touch that these are all different colors, the little platforms. It's hard to see at this size, but I feel like the Shy Guys are not actually knit. They're just like a collection of... They're just like loose strands of yarn, which is a really cool touch. I don't think I noticed that before, if that was the case before, that the midway points are like little sewing pins that then turn into the daisies. That is awesome. No, they are knit. It's just that there's a little bit of loose thread there. That's cool. It's neat how the ground is like all knit except for that, but has little like embroidered patches on it for what I guess are bushes. And the buttons are super cute. Shy but deadly. I think this is a track. I think that's the name of a track. Okay, what do we got here? Oh no! There are little knitted bombs, oh no! There are actually patterns. Somebody's made patterns for the like Zelda bombs. I see. They're deadly because they keep blowing stuff up. Does he have a crochet hook? Is he a... Oh, that is amazing. I didn't think this game could delight me anymore, but it has. That's why they're deadly. The deadliest weapon of all. I appreciate that it just sends the knitted logs scurrying, or crocheted logs scurrying, and doesn't actually destroy them. Alright, bonus. Okay, Yoshi is now Godzilla. Right down to the tail whip. That's just... Oh, okay, I will get through this bonus stage and then I will... I'm sure crochet hooks are not unfamiliar to people, but I will demonstrate. This is a crochet hook. They clearly had like people around who knew exactly, like the details are adorable, and they've been like not just fun, but the accuracy is also really good. Even though it's clearly a video game. Oh, this is a pipe. I think? No, it's not a pipe. Okay. Oh, it's that's where the bombs are coming from. I see. Those are like I'm not gonna get the words right here, but like almost like a sewing twine. Super cool. Oh, I just noticed Kamek's wand is also a little sewing pin. I like how each level has new stuff. Oh, that's cute. Okay, so the little sand thing there, those look like friendship bracelets? I know I used to make those with embroidery thread as a kid. Cool. It's cool that it's the same kind of like diagonal stripe pattern, but it's a different color. That looks really real, to be honest with you. Like as far as like replicated depictions of knitting go. Boys, stop. You're both pretty. The little folded stacks of knitting are one of my favorite. Okay, they're all my favorites. I can't actually choose, let's be real. These are so cute. I want to make these too. Oh, this is neat. This is like crocheted tablecloths or doilies or something. It actually, like, the unraveling actually looks, oh, there's a little 8-bit. Koopa shell. I mean, it almost looks cross-stitched, which is why I said 8-bit, which is very smart. Very smart. Very well done. Oh, there's also... I just noticed there's a... Oh, okay. I see. I noticed there's a... Okay. I only just noticed. That when he's on the ground, you can unravel. I see. Oh, there's stilts. There's stilts. Ooh, more, those aren't cables, that's like a textured pattern. That's neat. Definitely, definitely a real thing. Little cakes, we would call those cakes in the back. If you're using a yarn winder to wind a skein, you would make a cake. It would end up looking like that. I just happen to have everything nearby. Poochy! Hi, Poochy. Oh, Poochy is here to help us through the spikes, I see. Oh, the cakes, the little yarn cakes are holding up they're holding up the platform. I want to find some way to make all of this. It's volcano? It looks like a volcano. I love that it's a little strand of yarn to, like, instead of a lava scarves. Oh, I like that. That's cool. I see what they mean by lava scarf now. It's the what we've seen. I like it. Oh, okay, that's a neat texture on the mountains. Oh no, it's a blarg and it's made out of a scarf. I love it. I love it. Ah. Oh, that's neat. That's neat. That it's like actually on knitting needles. Smart. And how the mountain, not just the lava, but the mountain is also like slopes of knitted stuff. Oh, that's cute. If you throw yarn at them when they have the crochet hook, the ball of yarn gets stuck on the crochet hook. Okay, you can get it that way. Okay, that doesn't do anything. I wondered if that was an outline for a reason. But I think maybe it's just to look like bricks, which is super cool. What are these? Oh, that's cool. They're needles. They're being suspended on needles. Oh, that's cute. It's got little beads. It has beads. Okay. Cool. Cool embroidery. That looks like felt. Like they made that look like felt, so that is neat. They've done such a good job with the like glowing texture of the lava yarn that I keep almost forgetting that it's yarn. Like it's meant to be yarn. Which is actually a compliment. Like it doesn't seem out of place in any way. That's cool. It's like a little wafer thing made out of also it's called Yoshi and cookies. I see what they did there. I get that reference. There's a little Monty Mole. That does look cross stitched. That's super cool. Crochet stitches also conveniently do look like wafers. So this is a great choice for like a theme. There's little beads in the knitting there, but it looks like sprinkles. Very well done. Okay, so these, like the moon thing is supposed to be, it looks felted with stitching around it, which is cool. This is like really fine crochet, possibly knit. That is neat. That is a super intricate detail. I appreciate that it's a wide range of crafts, and that they clearly involve people who know a lot about these things. That's a cool mechanic too. Especially when they actually unravel, that's super neat. Like you can actually see the undone stitches in there. That is really, really awesome. If you it goes by really fast, but that's how it would that's how knitting would unravel. That was a crochet block, but I think it's pretty similar. Are we gonna get to climb on the knitting now? Ah. Oh yeah, I do get to climb on stuff. Okay, so that is knitting, and that is what we would call garter stitch. Yo, I love it. I love it. You can climb on the garter stitch. Garter stitch is what happens when you have a knit row and a purl row. Ooh, Fair Isle. Back to back. So knitting, when you make those V shapes that I was talking about earlier, that's knitting. And when you knit on one side, you are creating what is called a purl stitch on the other side, which is that like bumpy, sideways S-shaped kind of stitch. And when you turn your knitting around and you keep knitting, you are creating a knit stitch on one side and a purl stitch on the other side all the time. And that creates something called garter stitch. If you want those flat, smooth V's all the time, you have to do something, and you are knitting, oh, they're using them like spears! Sorry, I am way too delighted by stuff to explain, to explain, knitting and purling and stockinette and garter right now. But basically, this is what happens if you are knitting flat and not in the round and you knit every row. And if you are knitting flat and not in the round and you want that smooth V-stitch thing, which is what's going on not here. We have seen it before. I'll point out stockinette stitch later. You would knit one row and purl one row. And if you are knitting in the round, as you would do for a hat, some scarves, some sweaters, which is when you use circular needles and you attach your needles, you would then, if you wanted to make a garter, you would have to knit one row, then purl one row. I mean, I was already delighted enough by the fact that there are shy guys wielding crochet hooks as a weapon. The fact that they actually, like, dive bomb you with them is so good. Oh, man. So here, this, like, present, what I think is supposed to look like a gift, is using a color pattern that's repetitive. Like, it's repeating itself, which is what repetitive means. But that is almost certainly meant to, like in real life, you would use a technique called Fair Isle, which is where you are knitting with different colors and you are stranding, holding the color you're not using behind the knitting as you go, which is why it's good for repetitive type stuff like that, where the actual pattern is not very wide. Ah! When I talk about when I mention knitting in the round, that is when you are knitting on what we call circular needles and you have attached your knitting in a circle so that you are always knitting in a constant circle and not actually turning it around. So this here, GDQ Flame Fatales just happened and I made a version of the Zelda Hyrule Warrior scarf, which was the pattern was written out and charted by a designer named Caitlin Stewart, but I made one for Flame Fatales and I'm making one for Zeldathon right now, and so this is in progress. This is in the round. These are circular needles. It's a circle. At the end of all this, part will be stitched together. But this is when okay, I don't know how clearly this is going to come out. This is stockinette, like I was saying earlier. These are the little V's. I am only knitting here. I am not actually purling at all. If I was knitting that flat and I wanted that pattern, I would have to change up the stitch I was doing from one row to the next. And there's that pattern again. There's the Fair Isle thing. Okay, as would happen in real life, the shy guys will pop the balloons. But that's okay, because there's stuff down here. I love the random small bit of yarn sticking out there. That is extremely true to life. I am always finding like small bits of yarn, frankly, everywhere. You know, you finish a project and then all of a sudden, for weeks later, there's just little bits on the floor, little bits on my desk. So that is very true to life, and that information clearly came from people who do this a lot. All right, Monty, do you have more cables? He does have more cables. The side facing us is what we would call the right side, because that is the side that has the pattern. And in this particular case, the back would not, it's not reversible. So That's a thing you can knit. That is like based on a real thing. Some of the stuff here they have obviously taken some very understandable liberties with. Like you probably would not be able to get those shapes without maybe doing a thing in pieces and sewing it together. Like a lot of the like flat or other geometrical shapes are probably not as easy. But that's the thing. Like I want someone to reverse engineer that. Ooh, it's a little crochet friend. I could make that because I made this guy. Um, this was a kit. It was very easy to do. But that was my first crochet project. But that's totally doable. Those bats. Is it time for bats? Okay. So we're seeing some of the, ooh, I love the folding. It's so good. Okay, see that's garter stitch. In the three like, vertical blocks. It's really cool that the top of the spring platforms are knit, even though you can see them for a fraction of a second. As I actually went ahead and did that, that's really cool. Ah, the little knit rainbow. It's not just fluff and feathers; it's fanciful fluff and feathers. Oh, is this another? No. Oh, I can get up into. I guess that's the fluff, and I like that it actually looks like craft stuffing or cotton balls. Okay, that was delightful. So that would probably be like this would probably be very easily made as well, and that you would just make the however many things and however many colors and then stitch them together. It's a little chicken. Oh my god. This might be the cutest game of all time. It's easily in the top 4. Miss Cluck. Miss Cluck the insincere. That sentence just gets better as it goes. It's so cute. Oh. It's got a little Fair Isle like sweater with an overall pattern. Oh my god. What is happening? Okay, I can see what the gimmick is, but it has to get close enough. And that there be the gimmick. Okay. It's a different sweater. It's hard to concentrate on. This is why I chose mellow mode, because I knew I'd be nerding out over stuff. Way too busy nerding out over stuff to like play. Oh, I see. It's a new sweater because we have been unraveling the existing sweater. Pull this thread, as the saying goes, as I walk away. Ooh, we are gonna get to ride a spool of thread. I had wondered whether I would get to ride. These are some of the more intricate things we've seen so far. That's cool. Okay, I can't unravel it from that side. It's cool to have all the stuff just hanging out, like in different layers. Okay, so the monkeys are holding yarn, which is a cute detail. Yeah, I was curious to see what the like new levels mechanics were going to be, and this is a fun one. I don't think I said much about it last time, but I enjoy the unraveling effect when you actually go down a pipe. It's very Star Trek in its way. Okay, garter stitch, as we discussed. The holes there that the lakitus are coming out of is a neat detail because it's got the like the same edging you would have if you actually knitted a hole into fabric like that. Oh, we made a door. The little ground pound animation where he turns into a square is adorable. These look so real. The blocks on the side. I like these little squares a lot too. The textures are just, like, they nailed the textures. Ooh, I like the cakes. I like the little mountain things. Ooh! That's a fun fish detail. This is not a friend. Okay, the detail on the fish was very good. Okay, so that in the back, that's a blanket that you would knit the squares, alternating knitting and purling. Very nice. I have made blankets like that. Even the lines of the water are yarn. That's very cute. Oh, is this like a waterfall? It's like an intricate lace doily style waterfall. That's so clever. I've said this before, but I really love that I'm like 4 worlds in and they're continuing to surprise and delight with all um, the little things, the little details, the little, yeah, really, really, really like the touch of using the, oh, it's Water Temple, of using the, yarn and the sequins to, like, highlight the water and show the surface. And oh, that's denim in the back, that's cool. Like, I shouldn't be surprised at this point by things being, good and cute and amazing, but I just still get delighted every time. The actual water texture almost looks like a sparkly fabric. The waves are so good. I think a really great detail there that might not stand out to people who don't knit is that it looks realistic because the stitches are not like 100% even. It looks like a human knitted that, which is not to say that humans don't knit evenly, but it looks like it was made by a person and wasn't just like computer generated to look like perfect knitting. Eee, we are riding. We were riding. The movement on the actual like curtain knitting is great. That's really true to life. It's so effective that they like create that 3D feeling by having the different layers of the quilts. I need a little knitted shy guy in my life so much now. In knitting and other crafts, we talk about scraps a lot. There's a whole thing where there's projects you can use your scrap yarn on. Yeah, you can totally crochet those circles too. I like how the vines are also the flowers are okay. That's great. That is fantastic. You can make those for real. They may have actually like used real patterns as the basis of these. Like that's just the attention to detail has been phenomenal, as I've said a couple of times. So these little discs look like they're crocheted with embroidery on them. The vines are very cool. They've been knitted like a braid. You would see those like circular crochet patterns done a lot for things like people make like placemats and other like householdy things. I'm really impressed because they could very easily have just done a couple of things and like called it a day. But instead they really went for it here. Oh, I love the water detail. The fact that they leveraged so many different things in so many different ways is just, is really great. It's such a good water detail. God, like we call it tension, like the consistency between stitches. The tension on the red pipe is, in particular right down there, is just so good. Like another cool thing about that red part, and I've seen it in other parts too, is that they're not identical. Like it's you get the sense that like the color would shift a little bit in the yarn, even though it's not like a variegated yarn. Toques! We have toques! Okay, and the music is also a delight. It's getting bigger, and it's actually like a cotton ball. Ah! I didn't even notice that. I thought you assume it's snow, but no, it's It's got that cotton ball texture. So I should say, as much as I got excited about the toques earlier, I am... Oh, I can't go in there. And I don't know that I can salvage this. I don't think I can salvage this. I got excited about toques earlier. I am informed that in the US they are known as beanies. Nonetheless, it's exciting. I also like how this thing is getting bigger as I push it. Oh, there's a thimble under there. Very nice. I see what they did there. Oh, I thought I had fire. Oh, I just realized there's the little icicles are little threads of yarn as well. Those are little crocheted circles with like frayed edges. Very cool. Ah! The cheeps are it's frozen water. So those blocks there, those look woven. I like that there are little crochet squares on the ice blocks. And sequins in the ice blocks too. And then what looks like the quilting in the back. I hope it's a blue cable knit pattern. I'm sure it is. Oh no! Oh no, he has branched out into stripes. I don't mind. Oh, I like the sequins in the fluff. The snowmen have little buttons. Hey, it's a chomp friend. I like that I didn't need to do anything with that. It was just there as a delightful addition to the snowman. When a stitch hasn't been knit or it hasn't been cables, more cables, or it hasn't been cast off, we would call it a live stitch, and they are actually doing a really nice job of showing those, like they're live stitches on the end of what's flying past there. Also, all these blocks have different textures. There's ribbing, there's cabling. Are we gonna fight a shy guy in a parka? I love it. It's good. Was I supposed to do that? Oh, I guess that's the point. Look at him, he's got soles on his little shoes. Oh my god. Ah! Oh, those are cute spider webs. Up. Oh, we can climb. Okay, that's cute. Oh, I like it. There's neat fraying around the edges of that that yarn there. Oh, we've got ribbing. Those are, I think, the first trees I've seen that weren't crocheted. That's cool. That's woven in the front there now, it looks like, as opposed to knit like it was before. Neat. The waterfall detail with the lace is so good. So this time the clouds are little white yarn balls, which is very cute. Little knitted boos! Ah! Oh, that's cute. How do I get up there? Can I ride these guys? No. Well, it's worth a try. Oh! Oh, now I can ride these guys. I understand. Okay, that's adorable. Love the knitting needles forming the basis of the ladders there. That's cool. Okay. Velcro. Little snippets. That is a really cool mechanic, given that like yarn will stick to stuff like that. That is a really cool mechanic that like leverages the theme really well. That was very fun. That was a cool concept. Ah, I know those symbols. I know those symbols. It's a little knitted wand. Oh, we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out why Kamek, what Kamek's up to, and why he's turning Yoshis into yarn and not supporting his local yarn store. Support your local yarn store. I like the felted, like the red felted details. That's cute. Kamek doing Kamek things. Kamek gonna Kamek. He's got a big knitted plushy bullet bill. Oh. Oh. I mean, okay, remember at the beginning and he was like, this should be enough. That was not enough. Oh my god, the labels. The labels. Look at how crocheted he is. Where do we end up in this situation? Oh, we can untie these? Okay, phase 3? Oh no! Whoops. I assume he just returns to his normal form. There we are, we didn't actually. Cool crochet detail. Everyone's okay! And we now know that there are, what is that, 5? 6? Balls of yarn in each Yoshi. Cozy. Cozy is important. Is Baby Bowser blowing up the moon? Oh no, he's just getting kicked off. That's fine. That was super cute. I had a ton of fun with that. Even on mellow mode, it was like a challenging platformer in places, like, and more than anything though, the details were so good. Like, so good. I didn't think, thank you, game. Oh, that's sweet. Even in like the bottom DS screen, they've got like the stockinette stripes. Bless. Bless. I enjoyed that a lot. That was a ton of fun. I have already recommended it to other crafting friends even before I finished it. Um, and I'm really glad I finally did this. And I can't say enough that the details were astounding. Like, just astounding. They clearly knew what was going on, what they were doing, and it really stood out. So I had a great time. Hope this was interesting. I definitely had fun, and yeah, thanks.